So hey everyone, we are back with another video. So in this lecture, we are going to learn about Windows versus Linux. So we find out why hackers choose Linux operating system over an Windows operating system or Mac operating system. So let's see. So before diving into this explanation, we have to understand types of operating system and their classification. So we can classify operating system on the basis of their user interface. So basically or mainly there are two types of user interface, GUI and CLI. So GUI stands for graphical user interface in which user able to perform operation with the help of mouse or cursors. And other side, a command line interface stand for CLI in which user have to type different command using their keyboard to perform any action or activity. A Windows is or Android is a good example of GUI interface, graphical user interface, and other side Linux interface is a CLI interface. So let's see. So here are the difference that make an hacker to choose Linux operating system over graphical user operating system like Windows. So first of all, let's see GUI versus CLI. Backend information of operating is hidden from the user. So in GUI, the backend information of any operation that you perform, it's copy paste or deleting anything else. The information of backend like commands or backend scripts are hidden from the user, and a clean and neat desktop is provided to user. So user don't have to understand what is the backend of a GUI operating system. In other hand, CLI show you every single activity you perform or any operation or task you perform on your terminal. So you can see what actual happened on your backend of your computer system. That's why a hacker prefers CLI operating system over GUI because it's more visible, it's more efficient, and it's more faster. So let's see the practical difference between these two interfaces and these two types of operating system. So let's go to the practical. So here I'm using Ubuntu operating system. So before diving to the Linux, if you are new to the Linux, then I will recommend you to use Ubuntu operating system because it's like intermediate between Windows and Linux, in which you will get a graphical user interface. As you can see on the screen, there are different type of application or file manager graphical user interface in where I can click on any icon and open any file manager or any application. And other side, we also get a terminal that have root access, and we can perform Linux command and use CLI on our Ubuntu operating system. So as I said, if I want to open any file in our file manager or GUI graphical user interface, then first of all I have to follow a sequence like open file manager, then go to the folder and the other folder that have file, and then open and edit any file and perform any action I want to perform. And in the other side, if I want to perform that same task using a single command, then CLI is more efficient. So let's go to our terminal and type here command or file path that we want to access. For example, I have to access this sources.python file. So I enter their path and cd for current directory. I will provide you basic commands attachment PDF in our PDF attachment section, so you can learn basic commands. So it's an demonstration of how CLI and GUI work. So here, as you can see, I directly navigate to the right folder using a single command. I don't have to follow any sequence. So this is the main major difference we can say between GUI and CLI.